I feel when I receive these type of comments and what to do when you get them too. Hi, my name is Elf from Beautiful Illusion, and I've been doing photography for over 5 years. This is not necessarily business advice, but it is definitely something that can hinder your growth and stop you from creating. And this doesn't just apply to photography, but also to other creative pursuits. I've promoted my photography on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the last 5 years. The truth is, not everyone is going to be a fan and love what you do, which is easy in theory, but hard when you're staring at a comment like this. You need to set boundaries on your own etiquette online. I realize a lot of time that I need to reset my own mindset about how I receive criticism. My general rule of thumb when I engage online is if people do not directly ask or critique or give feedback, I do not give it. Over time, I came to the understanding that everyone is on their own journey with photography. It's not my place or another creator to criticize them, even if it's in my own head. Because there will be people who like them for their style and like them for them. All in all, I had to work on extending empathy to others, and I felt a bit shunned at the beginning of my journey, and I realized that if I wanted a better community, then I needed to be a better person in that community. Why does this tie to these comments? Over the years, I realized if you genuinely appreciate someone's art and you're not obligated from them to like yours, but instead of having a conversation that critiques everything you do, they engage with you, they share with you, they build, feel inspired, you are inspired. Feel like you have a community. If you give out competition, resentment, and disdain for others' works, you will also receive that too. By the way, I am not conflating that genuine feedback about improvement of your work is negative at all. In fact, it can help when it comes from that same community. Advice becomes useful and it helps you grow because you know it comes from a place of care, and it lets the meaner comments know that your comment section is not the place for them. The second thing I needed to learn was that I needed to be kind to myself, and this connects to the first point I promised. Stick with me here. Sometimes when you do a good photo, you might be focused on the lighting or the composition or the right outfit, what you should have done right instead of what you did right. As photographers, we're constantly in front of our work, whether it's behind the camera, in front of the editing software, and even posting online. We inevitably have a lot of chances to look at our work and wish we did something differently. You are your biggest critic. But recognizing that beating yourself up over what you didn't do, should have done, could have done, isn't going to help the image in front of you improve. Meaner comments become truth statements and feed into your own insecurities about your work that you had already found. I realized that it led me to being put in a cycle where I was always trying to perfect and nothing was satisfying me enough. I ended up self-sabotaging and altogether stopped working. Mean comments will only have the power that you give them, and if you already have that inner voice in your head that constantly critiques yourself, then these mean comments will become true statements to that inner critic in yourself. So please be kinder to yourself. And this is my third, but I just want to emphasize before I go into it that you can only do this if you have built enough resilience to deal with this. If you haven't, then I suggest you just delete, block, and move on from that comment. Analyze the comments. Is there any truth to this? That is what I ask myself. Are they even giving any critique that can help you? Break down the comment, take up the not so nice part. For example, if they said, I don't really like this picture because you're a bad photographer and you did this too dark, I would specifically focus on, you did this too dark. I ask myself, did I want this intentionally dark? Is that my style? If it's yes, then I just leave it as a difference of style or opinion. If you're brave and if you're genuinely wanting to improve this because you agree with them, you can ask them, how do I improve this? There might be the commenter who might actually know and provide resources. You've turned that negative into a positive, but you do not have to provide kindness to someone that has not provided it back. What do I do when the situation repeats itself and I keep getting mean comments? I always repeat back to myself, it's okay, you did your best, and they just don't agree with you and have some strong opinions about it. Why are these mindsets important to help you with photography or any other creative pursuits? Changing these mindsets led me to no longer having burnouts where I ended up presenting the camera for what it represented. There was a point where I didn't even touch my camera for 6 months because I just couldn't stand looking at it. I found myself eventually longing and feeling alive when I did, and realized that I wasted all that time I could have used to actually improve. Before I go, I just want to emphasize that you do not have to post on social media. You can just leave it on your website, but if you do, I hope that this video helps, and if you have any mean comments in the future, be sure either just to delete or block, or you can look at my video and hopefully this can help you have a better experience with that. Please comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want more videos like this. I hope you have a great day.